Hello and welcome, this is Mousecutter, and we're back with some more of the Beast and Exploration DLC for Battle Brothers. Since I last recorded, I did do a wipe of my computer to fix some issues as well as improve performance. And hopefully we'll see that through the course of the future videos. But because of that wiping, some settings, in particular audio, might not be at the same level they were before, so hopefully you give me a little bit of understanding while we work those things out. In any case, let's go ahead and move on here. From where I left off, I remember there being a mission here that we may want to take a look at. Now, the current situation, we don't have a lot of food, but I don't remember prices being particularly good here. Not really. I'm curious what this job is going to be. If it's something that is to fight something in the local area, then we're probably going to have to pass on it because my men will starve out. Although we could always take a little bit of food just to sustain it, but we'll see. If it's a travel mission, I'll probably take it. Indeed it is. Usually the travel missions, they also pay, or they provide food for you, so that's good. You find Randolph the Wise studying a few maps on his desk. He trails a finger to the edge of one map and continues it onto another. I need an escort for a caravan to Windberg, a day north of here. It will be dangerous, of course. That's why I got you, Sellsword. Are you interested? Okay, what does it pay? It's probably not going to pay a whole lot. He's paying me per heads, and this is usually a terrible way to get paid because you have no guarantee you're going to get attacked along the caravan route, and if you don't get attacked, that's pay you're not getting. But in any case, we will get 230 when the job's done. I'm going to ask for more payment. Of course, he's going to say no. I'm going to accept the offer, but I'm going to say I need some time to think about it just so we can be sure where that location particularly is. Okay, so Windberg. Yeah, it's up there. I kind of wanted to stop over in this town. But I have no guarantees the food prices are going to be good here. And we're really at a point where we need food, like now. So I kind of hate to leave. What would Windberg offer us as far as amenities? See, I kind of want to go to this location because I'm thinking about hiring, but you know, we don't really have that much money, so we may end up having to take this job and just leave. If I had more money, I would do this trip because then I could probably afford hiring more men, but at this moment, I don't really think I can, so we'll move on. And then if that's the case, what we're going to aim for is just making our way back to Torvstad and Rheinberg and sticking in this area to try and get our men upgraded in equipment. That being said, we need to level up first. You know, that's such a tough call. I feel like that's heading us in the wrong direction. I mean, again, I guess we could always come back down. It's not the end of the world. And this gives me some pay, and it gets me moving without consuming any food. So you know what? I'll take it. But I'm not sure it's the best option open to me. Okay, we are going to accept the contract and move on. At this point, we're just going to, of course, follow the caravan. You find a boy and a girl looking up at a tree. The girl throws her hands up. All right, stay there until you die. See if I care. The boy, spotting you, asks if perhaps you could help them get their cat out of the tree. Looking up, you do see a feline flopped over a branch, basking in the sun. Okay, so we can ask one of our brothers to knock it down with an arrow. Or say this really isn't our problem. Sure, we'll help. Okay, Baltimore knocks an arrow and sticks his tongue out as he aims up the tree. The girl and boy don't seem fond of this idea and clap their hands over their eyes. The archer looses the shot, and it cracks against the cat's branch, breaking it and sending the cat cartwheeling down the tree like a game of devil sticks. When it hits the ground, the boy and girl lunge on it. They pet it and thank you for your troubles. The girl squeezes the cat warmly. Finally, we got ourselves something to eat. Oh. Alright, well, I mean, if that was the idea, then we should have just shot it, right? Well, he gets +1 range skill, so I guess that's good. That's our crossbowman, so yeah, he needed it. Not a bad little event. I don't think we really had any serious injuries. We're pretty good on our tools and definitely good on our ammunition, so we're good in that regard. Let's just double check what's going on here. Yeah, nobody's injured. I don't think we have any major repairs because I'm not seeing the tools go down, so this is just going to be a matter of traveling to a new location. Now, if I remember correctly, these guys have a fairly compact little zone of control. So this may not be a bad idea to take a faction mission, because even if it's on one of the outskirts, Windberg's, I think, pretty fairly in the middle. Windberg greets you with a swarm of detailers looking for work. We've seen this kind of description before, so I'm not going to read through the whole thing. But the important thing is we get our money, and Windberg is now well supplied. And as we saw, nobody attacked us along the way, so we didn't get the other part of that pay. All right, let's go ahead and pause here, and just make sure that I am telling the truth here. The main thing would be Gronenberg. If we get a mission for Gronenberg, that is well out of the way. But if we get a mission for any of the other locations, they're all relatively close. So we might as well stop in here. Also, we're going to need food, so good idea to stop anyway. Okay, we do have a 2-skull mission, and they're well supplied now, so there should be an abundance of goods. Okay, so we could get food for not too bad of a price, at least as far as ground grains go. As well as bread, and tools are also very well priced here. I think I'll go ahead and pick up one. You never know when you could need these kind of things. We're in a good spot right now, but might as well pick up one. And I guess I'll pick up a loaf of bread too. Let's go ahead and sort some things just so we're good. Pick up a loaf of bread. I think I'm also going to start selling some things. I don't think I'm ever going to be using throwing nets. I just don't think they're a good idea. You have to weigh down your man to carry it. It's a one-use item, and I really don't think it's that useful. I'm sure it has some uses, but in the grand scheme of things, I just don't think it's that useful of an item, and it's taking up an inventory slot. So there may be some application where I'd want to use these, but having it just sit in my inventory and rot isn't doing me any good. So let's just get rid of that stuff. I may want to do something with that. As a matter of fact, let's take a look real quick. I don't think there's really an advantage to javelins over the throwing axes. We can double check that. So 25 to 40, 30 to 45. Ah, okay, so the javelins do a little bit more damage. So in that regard, they're less fatiguing, I think. Yeah, they're less fatiguing to carry, so that would be the main thing. If I had an abundance of other people that could throw stuff, that would be a good idea, but at the moment I really don't, so this guy can kind of be a backup thrower if we want to, but I kind of have him more spec'd out to be an archer, so, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if we need as many things of... Like, for one thing we could do, like, you run out of javelins really quick. One thing I could do is I could throw in the spike bolas into the inventory. Now, that would weigh the guy down a little bit more. But once he runs out of javelins, he'd have a backup of something else to throw. So it is an idea, so I should probably keep those around. The question is, should I keep the bundle of axes around? I don't know. I'll pass on those two things, but that's a consideration for the future. But, like, for example, we have a pike. We don't really need to keep a hook blade around, I don't think. I guess, you know what, that would be better against skeletons, though. So I think that's the reason why I've been keeping it around, right? Yeah. This is always a situation I find myself in. I have a hard time convincing myself to get rid of things. There's a lot of things we just know we're not going to use. Like, we're not going to be using Morning Stars because nobody's really spec'd out to do it. So I'll get rid of at least one of those. Let's see. Keeping these around, they're probably alright. Keeping around the axes, that makes sense. We probably don't need as many daggers. We'll get rid of the sword. As far as shields go, I'll get rid of the ones that are damaged, so this one and this one. We just have a bunch of junk we really don't need, and it's good to clear it out a little bit. I'll probably do more so later, but for now, I'm just going to leave it be. Okay. So now that we're here, we have the 2-skull mission. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. If it's way over in Gronenberg, I may not take it, because we'd have to go to Gronenberg and then come back. While walking down Windberg's road, a few men cry out from a local tavern, howling with laughter as they wave you over. Snickering and doubling over, they can barely spit out their news. Apparently, some nobleman has been looking for a sellsword. Interesting, but you can't help but ask why they were laughing. The men go silent for a moment, and one shrugs while another coughs out an answer. Because we're drunk! The men keep a strained set of straight faces for but a second longer before bursting into laughter once more. Count Lars von Perowingers comparing two scrolls when you enter. My taxmen are falling a little short these days. A shame, though I guess it's good new business for you now that I can't afford to send my so-called loyal knights anywhere. He throws the papers aside and tenses hands over his table. My spies are reporting goblins have set up camp. Of course it's near Gronenberg. Nah, I don't want to have to go all the way there and all the way back. Screw that. And there are goblins on top of that. No thanks. Nah. Sorry. We're not doing that. We're not doing that mission. Takes me in a direction. It's just too much traveling for me. So we're just gonna maybe pick up another loaf of bread and leave. I don't like having so long in between getting paid, but oh well. Let's move on. Alright, so where do we want to go? We want to go up this way. I'm tempted to stop over in Weidhof because they like me. They don't really have anything that I'd want to buy from them, though. So that would be kind of a detour we don't need to take. I'm not sure I'd want to take any faction contracts in here, but I guess we could always see what it is and then decide off of that on whether or not we want to actually take it. I think that's one of the more frustrating things about the faction missions is you don't know what part of the faction's territory it's going to be, and if it's on the opposite side of things. Oh, I wonder what these... Okay, it's just the guard. Probably went off to fight some bandits or something. If it's on the opposite side, it's a real trek. You know, like if this mission's all the way over here, that I get from here, that's a long trek to go there, and then to get paid I have to go all the way back, so it's really annoying. So, and you don't know that's going to be the case until you, obviously, go into the town and check it. Okay, so they have, oh, they don't have any missions here. Despite having a marauding greenskin problem. Okay, well, there's a little bit of a detour we didn't need to take. Maybe we'll get something to fight along the way. That was get a little bit of cash and experience. And it looks like the guards have been fighting stuff. We are kind of getting close to the end game. So I'm a little concerned that we may not be ready for it when it happens. Let's see if we can get in here before nightfall. It might not matter if we're not going to do any business here. They're raided. And still no missions. A little annoying. Kind of glad I got the extra food here. Because the last few towns we've been in have had some kind of negative effect on them. Alright, well hopefully Torvstad has more what we're looking for, because we'd like to do missions here anyway. Alright, so we do have a faction contract and a local contract. The local contract is probably going to deal with the ambush trade routes. It's a 3-skull mission, which is interesting. My men are pretty ready, I think. We don't have a lot of food, so that's going to probably be one concern. And of course, because they have ambush trade routes, their food's going to be expensive. I guess it's not terrible. Alright, well, let's at least see what the 3-skull mission is. Heartwing, the treasurer, is shaking when you greet him. He's practically frowning with anger, or maybe he's just really drunk. Citizens of the fine town are starving. Why? Because brigands keep sneaking in during the night to raid the granaries, and if we catch them, they burn the buildings down. Now, we can't defend ourselves by sitting back. I want to defend myself by killing them all. The man teeters for a moment, as if about to spill himself across his desk. He says before continuing, I want you to kill these vagrants, obviously. All you have to do is be interested and name your price. It's not a lot of pay considering that it's a 3-skull. Let's say we need to be paid more. Alright, he does bump it up. I'm going to accept it. So we just have to stay around. Oh, okay, so this is one of those ones where you have to go to location. Interesting. Now, I have discovered, and I don't know if this is something that's more with recent updates, sometimes missions against brigands aren't really missions against brigands. I'm not sure if this is going to be one of those cases, but you can't take things for granted sometimes. I'm going to accept it nonetheless. And let's see how far away it is real quick. Okay, it's over there. That's not too far. And if it is indeed men, they'll probably have food. Alright, let's go take care of it. Let's just check our supplies and everything and how we're going to do this. So, all my frontline men I think, are ready, more or less. Yeah, I mean, this is the best situation, I think, to take a 3-skull mission. It's possible that these guys have, like, a leader or something. I'm trying to think why this is a 3-skull mission. It could just be that there's a lot of them. Or they're fairly high level. At this point, I think we can take on Brigand Raiders. I'm not getting an idea of what they are, so I guess we'll go in. Okay, let's go ahead and... it's going to be in the forest. Well, if they outnumber me, that actually may be in my advantage. As long as it's not a weird setup. Alright, it appears we're outnumbered. Okay, they have a few range attackers. And a couple Brigand Raiders, okay. All marksmen, that's unfortunate. Well, I could charge forward. I can't get the high ground. They won't be able to either, but if they beat me to initiative, that could be a problem. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these trees. I'm going to hold for now. I have a feeling they're just going to hang back if they have a lot of marksmen. We could go for like a sniper shot here. That's not that great of a shot. We'll hold here. Oh, you came forward. I'm not going to make them be able to pay for that, though. They were actually coming at me. I didn't quite expect that. I mean, that guy's kind of hanging back. Oh, you have 2 trees in here. That's going to make that a little bit of a problem because we got a choke point. So I'm going to be able to funnel in here and here if we go for a charge. I'm not going to be able to get up on the hill because the train costs of moving around in the forest. I really don't like doing stuff in the forest. We're hold, of course, for now. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely charging me. So do we just hang back for them then? Well, we could... If we get these choke points, then they wouldn't be able to use their numbers against me. Because this is all walled off. If we were able to get in here, if we're able to get the high ground, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to, but if we get able to get in here, they could only use a couple guys on me, or I'll get a bit of a surround going. So, maybe not a bad thing. Okay, well let's make an assumption that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move forward and fire at their one crossbowman that's out in the open. And miss. Of course I miss. We do have a couple baddies here, so let's think about how we're going to do this. You could go there and you could go there, but then they'd be able to get the high ground on me. Maybe we just go here and hold this line. And these guys are going to come around, so we'll have a little bit of a defense there. Okay, and then if we're going to do the 3 men here, at least that's the idea we're going to do, then it'd be you, you, and you. So do you think these 2 guys can hold off this guy up here? Maybe. I don't want to move right up to him, and I don't want to move within one of him because he'll be able to attack me. So for now, I'm just going to move up here. And I may even move in here. Just not really sure. Yeah, I guess it's alright if we move here. And you're going to move up 1 and then throw your javelin. Hey, that's a good hit. I'll take it. Okay, so I think the idea is we move in here. I could put up a spear wall, but I actually want him to come in. So, do we put up a shield wall? Yeah, sure. Same thing here, shield wall. Ooh, okay. It's a named character. Okay, so this guy's gonna move here, then throw a javelin. Okay, we missed, but that's okay. So you're gonna be the man that moves up this way. You're gonna move in here. I can't get up on the hill, so this is probably gonna be a little bit of a problem. But again, I'll have a numbers advantage, so it is what it is. Ooh, that's not a bad shot. Hey, we got him. Okay, and then they've got a polearm guy. So they're in decent numbers up at the top. So do I want to go here or do I want to go up here to assist? Because this guy, he could move to here. Which is kind of a little bit of exposed. Probably shouldn't do that. So I guess I'll move this guy here. And then you're going to move here. Alright, that's the idea for now. Okay, I got the crossbowman to run away. Not too surprised with that. May still have a shot on that guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. I kind of like how this has been playing out so far. Nah, they did get the high ground. What I can do is I can knock him off, though. Okay, let's try and murder this guy. Okay. Now, I'm curious if I can hit this crossbowman. Ah, he's blocked. Got 65 here. Yeah, I'd much rather take that high chance. Especially as he just got it blocked. Okay, so they didn't end up going for this. So I'm probably going to come in at them. So for now, we're just going to have to hold. Do we have an arrow shot? Not at the moment. I could do this cheeky shot. The idea here is if I miss, I hit the guy in front. Okay. So I'm going to switch over to our sword. But I'm also going to do something else here. I'm going to drop the dog to get that in that guy's face. And then we're going to try, well, try. Come on, drop him. Alright. Let's go ahead. Should I wait? Because I'm going to get... I might get a better attack here if I wait. Let's be patient. Okay. So they put me in a situation here. I don't want to go to this guy. Like, come in here. What I want to do is I want to go here, and then I have this guy squeeze in around me. In here, maybe. And then I put my pikeman here. And if he comes down, then he's coming off the high ground. Maybe a bad idea, but I'm going to give it a try. I think these guys have all gone, so it's not like that big of a deal. So we come in here. Now, I could come in here like this. Put myself at a disadvantage, but then I'd for sure protect this pikeman. You know what? What the hell? You only live once, right? Alright, so the idea is we're going to come in. I could attack this guy now. I'm not going to get much more of a surround bonus on him. Now, I think the idea is we try and shove him off with this guy, shove him off the high ground, because he already got overwhelmed a couple times. So, if that works out, that's great. Let's try again. Okay, we just whiffed twice. Alright, we'll come in here then. And move in for position. Now we get the attack. Get a much higher bonus. We lay down a dog? I think so, because the dog could come up in here and help. That's exactly what we wanted to do. Okay. If you could drop that guy, it'd be appreciated. There we go. Okay, we're getting lucky with that. And that. Leave my shield alone. Okay, good. We got really lucky that turn. Now, I don't really have a move for this guy at the moment. Well, I got a direct shot here, so I might as well take it. Oh, we hit the wrong guy, but hey. Yeah, so we kind of assumed that would happen. This guy's kind of getting a little... Oh, I lost track of time, so this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.